What is up, y'all? It is Comfy, and I want to welcome you guys all to another video of r/FictionalRevenge, the subreddit where the stories are obviously fake and they're not trying to be real. Let's get right into the video, guys, and I hope you guys are having a great day. And pshaw. Abused my girlfriend for years on end. You've activated my trap card. Let's get something straight. I have no girlfriend. I wrote this because I'm bored. Depending on how popular this becomes, this account will either be forgotten as a throwaway or kept on chugging. Anyways, enjoy the story. Now, me and my girlfriend have been dating for about a year. We went out almost every weekend, which was fun. Last week, we went to see a movie. When I noticed her arrive to pick her up, she got in my car and I noticed her reddish eyes and a few bruise marks on her arm. Decided to go ahead and drive off. After the movie, when we got in the car, I decided to ask about the bruises. Hey, so what's up with all those bruise marks? Girlfriend went a bit pale and looked away. What's with all the bruise marks? At this point, I started to sound like an angry dad trying to get an answer out of his toddler. Girlfriend explains that her father abuses her both verbally and physically, while her mother is out of town. Needless to say, I was pissed mad. So I hatched a plan. I told her about it the next day and she agreed. So that night, she told her father I was coming over to watch a movie, which she agreed to. Like a bish, he let her bring over her boyfriend, but beat her? Like, man, what the heck? After the movie, I pretended to leave, then came back and through her window, and went into her closet tied with my phone. Her father comes in and asks what movie we watched. We had watched Spider-Man Homecoming. Great movie, by the way. Her dad then starts yelling about how childish we are to be watching dumb superhero movies. Bet you're wondering, why did he buy it that if he hated it? Well, the answer is, she got it as a birthday present. I started recording and, of course, he slaps her at least 2 times. This is where I come out of the closet and hit him with a large book that was left there from school. The father fell to the ground as me and the girlfriend fled. He yelled at us trying to chase us, but immediately got in our car, which was parked outside, and yelled, "You've activated my trap card." Yeeting some random Pokemon card at him, we drove off. We filed a report to the police station and an immediate investigation had begun. They had called the mother back into town. Needless to say, because of the evidence I took, he ended up in prison. He and his wife divorced, and girlfriend's mom got majority custody, or full custody as you might say. The end. Here, I have a justice boner. And before this gets taken out of context, and I'm going to be put onto a Twitter clip. Great. So that story was quite the story, I might say. Or one might say. Or fake, one other might say. I wish I do script my videos. It would make the videos a lot easier to make. Screw up our schedules, lose your job. This happened to my previous job. I apologize for the formatting as I am on mobile. The background. So we had this employee, let's call him Jeff. Jeff couldn't get to work on time for crap. Didn't matter the hours you gave him, he just couldn't get there to relieve his coworkers so they could go home. You know, live their lives. He had an excuse for everything. His car, which he just bought, broke down for the umpteenth time. He didn't set his alarm, yet again. Something happened at the house, just like last week. And the management was useless. They did screw all to discipline this guy. They worked around his bullcrap instead of cutting their losses and letting him go after the 1200th time he did this. Instead, they made everyone else work longer hours to compensate, with no additional money coming forward for doing so. We'd already lost 2 employees because of this madness. When you have to choose between your family and your job, which treats you like trash and doesn't compensate you accordingly, you will make a choice. And I and another employee started keeping a log of when Jeff was late, the excuse he made, and the time he actually was scheduled to be here, and the time he actually showed up. Finally, I had enough. When I saw the schedule that I was going to be working 6 days straight with no additional compensation, I hit the roof. Did I mention that I was a student trying to balance work and school? I talked with other members of the team and we hatched a plan. Since manager was okay with one of us being exceedingly tardy, how about we all just take one step further? The revenge. I called out the next day I was scheduled. My other coworkers did the same. Those of us who were already off refused to come in or ignored the phone calls we received. We continued this for a full week, knowing that Jeff was no one to rely on in a pinch. My hope was that they would care if they were inconvenienced in the same way we had been. I found out that all the managers had to come down and do our jobs, and that Jeff did to them what does to us. He was oblivious. Then my direct manager called an emergency meeting, but I was ready. Right before my direct manager started on us, I beat him to the punch. I explained everything, ratted out Jeff, and showed everyone the log that I had backed up my claims. My coworker had a similar log. I railed against their bullcrap. The low pay, the long hours, the implicit expectation they would cover the cost for another employee, who had shown no desire to be here. Jeff tried to sputter out an excuse, but I told him to cut down as well. I finally let him have it and told him we were going to shove his excuses. The aftermath, Jeff finally got to let go. He called out one of the too many times our manager's boss got word and put her foot down. My direct manager also lost their job. Covering him for a worker who refused to show up finally cost him. I left after my graduation and have since found better employment. So I guess this works out. Whew, Jimmy, I know I stuttered a couple of times, but I know you're not gonna say anything because today's your day off. And that makes me feel great. Okay, so just because it's my day off and you messed up on my day off, this doesn't make any sense. So I'm just gonna not say anything after this. But just know I'm disappointed. Thank you all for watching towards the end. I hope you guys are having a great day, night, time, whenever you're watching this, wherever you're watching this. If you're watching this and you're actually inside of school, in the bathroom, on the toilet with your AirPods watching my YouTube video, you're a cool guy and you should continue doing this. But also walk into class, blast it on your Bluetooth speaker, let everyone know that you're actually a fan of one of the best Reddit YouTubers on the platform. Yeah. Alright, but I honestly do appreciate you guys viewing the video and I hope you're having a great day. So adios amigos, and my 30-minute entitled people video is gonna come out sometime in the next month. I promise.